Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and today is going to be a random review. And this review is dedicated to Joe the Horror Man and Rick from Us Only. And I'll explain that a little bit later, how this all came about. Today I'm going to be doing a review for Amityville Vibrator. For God's sakes, get off. Alright, let me start by saying that this is not for kids. This review is absolutely, positively not for kids. Neither is the film, to be honest. Amityville Vibrator is a 2020 film which runs approximately 63 minutes and is written and directed by Nathan Rumler. Now, he wrote and directed a film that Wild Eye released called Fangboner under their Raw and Extreme label. Now, I do have this film. I haven't watched it yet, but I do have it. It looks like a lot of fun. He also produced and acted in a movie that Wild Eye also released under their Raw and Extreme label called The Big F. And that I absolutely loved. Now this stars Corella Waring as Kathy, Mallory Maneater as Roki, Emily Hilborn as Mallory, and this was a limited run DVD. I have number 596 out of 666. Now, the first run, of course, was limited to 666 copies, and it sold out on December the 27th of 2020. Now, it originally went on sale on July 2nd of 2020, and the budget was $2,500. Amityville Vibrator. Okay, let's get into this. I had heard Joe talk about this film, and I went and I bought it. And I'm glad I did because it sold out shortly after I bought it. It's basically a softcore porn horror film that has a pretty interesting story, and it kind of falls in line with the Amityville Cursed collection. Now, I did do reviews on these. The Cursed collection is basically there's a cursed item from the original Amityville house in somebody else's house. There was a clock in one of them, a dollhouse, a lamp, and with this one, we just happen to have a dildo. Now, this dildo was used in a satanic ritual, which is why it basically became haunted. Now, the other part of the story, of course, is a girl who just broke up with her boyfriend and is moving to a new house. She's very close friends with her best friend. I believe her name is Roxy. Roxy? Yeah, something like that. Roxy, something like that. And they go out yard sailing. They stumble upon this yard sale in this house where a guy has a black dildo for sale that apparently came out of a haunted house. Of course, her best friend says that this is disgusting. You don't know where that's been, but she is, of course, instantly obsessed with this item. And in one of the more entertaining parts of the film, she actually takes it and runs with it. She takes the package and runs with it. I don't even think she paid the guy, but he was creepy anyway. So what happens is she takes it back to her house, and her friend play with it, use it, and become possessed, more or less, by this haunted object. Now, as I said before, this was used in a satanic ritual. They don't really reference the Amityville house that much. I guess you're supposed to I guess it's implied. And since it was used in a satanic ritual and it came from the so-called Amityville house, it is, of course, haunted. and makes them do strange things and makes objects come alive in the house. It's very entertaining. Like I said, it's not the there wasn't as much porn as I thought there was going to be in it, and the horror was very kind of on the low budget, cheap side, but it was all practical effects, which I really did appreciate. Now you have scenes, of course, of a head blowing off while someone is using the sexual device, dildo, if you will. You also have a dummy coming to life in the house, which I absolutely loved it. He killed a few people, of course, but it was done on the cheap, so you're able to see the strings that are holding the dummy up and the flying dildo as well, which is completely cheesy but completely entertaining. Like I said, this is very low budget. This was done for $2,500. And I will say, I'm actually not going to recommend this film because while I was entertained with it, it is very offensive. If you are. It basically has something in this movie to offend everyone. And I think that's what they were basically going for with shock value. And that's fine. I mean, I get that. It's not what I look for in a film, but they picked a plan and they did it right. I mean, there were a couple things that I was even offended by, and I'm not going to say what those were. Of course, if you're interested, you'll have to find out for yourself. But let's just say they don't think a whole lot of religion. Which I was talking to my friend Brad, and he knows a little bit about the guy who directed this, and yeah, he's not a religious person, which is fine. But he kind of goes out of his way to shock people who are religious, I guess is a good way to put it. Anyway, like I said, it's entertaining, it's offensive, it's completely low budget. I don't really know what else to say about it. If this sounds like it's your cup of tea, um, definitely pick it up. I know my friend Rikk, who actually, and I'll get into this now, Rikk actually wanted me to do a review on it, and what I've been doing, and I said, okay, not the movie that I generally review, but yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't care. And how it's dedicated to Joe is, some of you may not know, and I've been talking about this on my channel for the last 3 years. A lot of my friends and a lot of people that I've originally started my channel because of used to do this 100 movie challenge in October. It's 31 days, and you're supposed to watch 100 horror movies in October. I like to do the 31 days of horror in October, and I'm going to keep doing that. But I always said I wanted to try to see if I could do 100 movies in a 31-day month. And that's what I've been doing this year, and I've been tracking my what I've been watching. Joe wanted me to watch this on day 69. So here it is. You know, I kind of missed day 69. It was day 70, or not day 70. It was watch number 70 instead of 69. But, you know, sometimes you can't plan these things out the right way. But, yeah. I am on my way. I will probably make it this month. I hit 84 on the 1st of January. I hit 88 on February, which is odd because February doesn't have as many days, of course, as the rest of them. And with this month having 31 days, it is the perfect month to finally achieve my goal, just to see if I could do it. Let me know, guys, if you guys actually make it through all my ramblings and to the end of the video. Are you interested in hearing what I watched for the month when it's finished? Because barring some kind of catastrophe, I'm going to hit my goal. I may even go over a little bit, but yeah. If you're interested, definitely comment and let me know. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.